We are currently in opening round, heat number 11. Shannon Hughes and Richie Levitt in the booth. Richie, it's great to be calling heats with you today and to see the action out here at Winky.
And what I like about the new structure is that you can just focus on the one tour.
Focusing on that first turn, Jake Marshall cracks it up into the lip. Now racing around the section, foam climb, and starts to line it up as he gets that nice pocket to be able to really release. Get a couple of good turns connected together, finding that speed, power, and flow down the line for the rookie's opening wave of his first event here at Bells Beach.
Yeah, what a great wave to Jake Marshall, and hasn't this kid just grown up over the last few years? He went from boy to man. As we see the replay, Jake Marshall here opens off with a nice slice off the top, doesn't overcommit, projecting down the line. And that's what you have to do here at Winky Pop. You have to keep going to those next sections. Jake just rifling off a couple of nice little slices here. Lip glide floater, and that was an explosive turn to finish that one off. That one felt great. You can see here just driving off the fins. Slams it off the lip. That little moment of weightlessness as he comes down.
Great finish on that wave.
Up around 6'1", 6'2", I think. But that gives him a lot of leverage. He stays nice and low. It was a great opener.
And the veteran, Miguel Pupo, nice opening maneuver on his backhand. That wave just doubles up and flattens out kind of at the same time there. Doesn't open up for much for Miguel, and in the lineup alongside of Miguel and Jake Marshall. Jake Marshall opening up with a 5.67 for his first wave. Miguel Pupo with a 1.87, and now Deivid Silva taking off on his first wave. Really fast coming into those first two foam climbs.
Yeah, he just ran off on him, and that can happen as the tide goes out. We'll really see the uppers and lowers section become more defined. They're the ones that are going to get you the best points, but as we see the replay, you can see here he's just trying to throw himself down the line.
And we've got a big day of surfing as the women's round 1 will be heading in after the next men's heat. Heat number 11 right now. Heat number 12 will finish out the opening round, and then we'll be into women's opening round, which is exciting to see. Nice check on the backhand to start things off for Deivid. Gets those fins free on the second turn.
They got a wave choice pretty critical. As we see the replay here, Deivid Silva slams that first turn really quick, and on the second one extends it a little bit more.
And getting that backup score down. Now Miguel Pupo as well, looking for something a little better than his opening ride. Nice projection out of that last turn, keeping that speed and just navigating around the Brazilian. That was a close finish.
Nearly ran his fellow competitor over there, but no, two pretty good waves.
And then we saw this from Miguel Pupo getting that backup score.
Yeah, so Miguel, just one of the nicest guys on tour, always a smile on his face, and one of the smoothest surfers to come out of Brazil in my mind, and just has such a fluid sort of action to his turns. And you can see here just up and over, drifts over that whitewash. And if you can just imagine the water flow under his board in that turbulent water, as he saw, he just had to maneuver right at the last minute.
Deivid Silva dropping in a 3.87 for his last one, so they are now ahead of the pack on Jake Marshall. And Miguel having a look again. First snap to start things off with, wave goes a bit flat, and he'll be looking to get himself right back in the mix. And you were mentioning, wave selection being so crucial out here at Winky Pop, making sure you're really picking to the ones that are going to open up as we take a look at it.
Yeah, I love this this air angle here from our drone. You can see Deivid Silva on his backhand, just staying nice and tight in the pocket, just driving off those fins, slamming the lip again as it comes through to the inside, just being a little bit more patient on this wave. I like it. He looks sharper. He looks like he's making better decisions in heats, and I think he can go a long way.
Jake Marshall using priority, getting that second wave now under his feet, looking to back up that 5.67. Opens up with a nice wrap, goes up into the lip on the second turn. Now working his way through to the inside section as it begins to stand up for him, keeping so much speed and momentum moving forward, and puts a powerful punch on the finishing turn. Yeah,
it's always great, isn't it, when you see a surfer finish off with that big hit on the inside, and that's what Jake's done on both his rides now. And then this is a replay of Jake Marshall's wave. A nice wrap to start things off, and this is where that whitewash and that foam is all over this wave, but Jake able to cut through it. Quite a big, powerful surfer. Look how low he's getting. Look at the hinge at the hip there. And as we know, it's hard to surf.
Miguel Pupo, nice opening section in front of him. Works his way back on that second turn. And now patient as he looks for the inside double up. He's going to make that connection really smooth, put on the finishing touch, and redirect back for a frontside finish.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Another good wave there for Miguel. And that first turn, a little bit more commitment there, a little bit more power. Judges will be picking up on the degree of difficulty on that one. He kind of gives the illusion that he's smaller than what he actually is. And a beautiful looking wave here for Miguel Pupo. High risk maneuver there to start things off. Wraps it around back into the whitewash. Again, just pacing himself. Now he gets the urgency, wants this final section and slams it shut. And a funky little floater there coming left to finish off. Especially if you're a rookie and you really just don't have that much experience, you know, as we see Deivid Silva.
Uses priority on this one, keeps Miguel Pupo looking for the second wave in the set. First opening turn for Deivid, gets those fins free on the second, and now works his way, throws that tail around for a little drift on the finish.
Yeah, not a bad wave for Deivid Silva there. Wave was a little bit taller on this one. Drives off the bottom, up and over the foam. That's a better turn there where he just connects with the lip. And, well, I feel like he was just a little bit late on the strength of the ride will come on the second turn.
Scores in a 3.5 for Deivid Silva, keeps him in the same position. Miguel now with a big face opening in front of him. Projects over the whitewater, but can't find that open face, at least on the outside section. He's going to let it go on the inside as well.
That's another one of those waves that just had two stories to it. And you can see Miguel just looking, going, should I have stayed on it? Should I have stayed on it? He's still looking down there.
Hoping for good, consistent conditions through all tides here at Winky Pop this afternoon. As we see Jake Marshall in the lead with those 2.5s, taking off on just his third wave of the heat. Staying nice and fluid, in control, showing us that California style. And just looking to put some more pressure on the rest of the field.
Yeah, it's not a bad position to be in. Obviously, it's the key position to be in.
And a paddle now from Miguel. Solid size wave opening up in front. He's going to make it around that first section with ease and now square it up. Nice off the bottom, off the top. Big wrap. Throwing in a bit of variety. Connects with the lip once again, and he's looking for a strong finish.
Puts a little bit of a high-risk element to it. And then Miguel Pupo, he was on the first wave of the set. A little bit more bump. He had to wait to get to that first turn. Nice and clean. Great tempo on this one. Fluid cut back. It was a little late, Shannon, to that third turn. And then the fourth one, he got it up and over the roof.
A big question mark over Deivid Silva, who's now having a look on the second wave in the set. Great opening maneuver.
Whoa.
Lines it up for a powerful finish.
Wow. Let's check the replay. Deivid Silva just streaming down the line here. Beautiful bottom turn and just hammers it off the top. Quick transition up and again into a nice lip gliding floater and then a vicious snap to finish things off. Wow, decent set coming through as well.
Jake Marshall could have another opportunity. Deivid Silva now up and riding, still waiting for his last score. 30 seconds on the clock and he goes down. Where is Jake Marshall? That's the question. He hasn't gone yet. 20 seconds on the clock. A strong paddle now from Jake with an opportunity in front of him. Really frothy wave though. Not going to have those clean sections. Is he going to have anything that's going to give him the scoring potential as he flies down the line? Great critical maneuver to finish off with. Deivid Silva, with scores coming through, has dropped in a 7.00 for his previous wave.
Those final moments, you know, he was on the best waves, surfed them really well. He had his scores. And then our two Brazilian surfers. This is just a look at the final wave here from Jake Marshall. Critical final turn there. But is it a 5.24?
But so far, the judges not quite giving him the nod, and it's a 4.07, unfortunate for the San Diegan, going down in third. And an important result, though, for Deivid Silva, sitting at a 27th place on the rankings. He really needs those results here to carry him through above the cut line, where both Jake Marshall and Miguel Pupo are sitting in that 11th and 12th.